So this video is going to be posted later on, and you'll get to see the full thing if you missed this first part. Of course, you already know that because you're watching it. So in today's video, we're going to talk about 5 female traits that men shouldn't judge or reject. And these are very annoying qualities about women that men have a very hard time dealing with. And I know that because I'm a man, I've dealt with them. And most men are very frustrated by them. And if you bring them up, you see a light go off in them. They're like, yeah, am I the only one that notices this? I mean, friends often talk about it. But for the last, let's say 20 or 30 years, it's been politically incorrect to talk about these things that women naturally do. And I'm going to start this by saying that it's not that I'll take that back. It's not that women naturally do them. They kind of do, but that's only because they're conditioned by society, programmed society to do these things. I've been to other cultures, other countries, other societies, and I've seen how women in those cultures and countries and societies operate. And I can tell you that it is far more amenable to a masculine frame than what you find in the United States in the major cities and in left leaning cultural enclaves. Even among right leaning communities, women tend to have some of these destructive traits. But the traits I'm going to speak about today are not actually necessarily destructive. They're just traits that women have that are not to be judged. And these are womanly traits, interestingly enough. Females will have the very worst versions of this, but women will do these things, and men should not judge them for them. So we are moving into a red wave. We're going to see as we move into this golden age, and it's going to be a major shift, a major shift. Like I've said to other people in other posts and videos, these videos are not for your mainstream people. This is not for your everyday average Joe Blow who's happy with uh, the crumbs and the shit that God's giving him. This is for apex humans. This is for geopolitical Christians who are expecting and demanding more from God and not allowing God to give them the crumbs of a past life of mediocrity. And God will give you crumbs if you accept that. God will not give you anything of value. Like James 1:7 says, it's not James 1:7, but in the book of James, it says, don't ever think that you're going to get anything of value from God if you are not certain and confident in what you are going to receive. Say a man that's two-minded in his ways. It's like a guy that has a plan B, or a person, a human, a woman, whatever, that has a plan B, or a person that says, hey, God, let's bargain. If I do these things, will you give me the thing I'm seeking? Will you allow me to live the life that you've designed for me? Those sort of people never get what they want from God, and they don't deserve it. So this is for exceptional, apex, high-level Christians that are seeking to have the kind of relationship with God that Christ had, that Moses had, that David had, that Solomon had, that Esther had, that all the greats of the Bible had. And so that's what this is about. If you're liking this, make sure you drop a like, share, subscribe, comment. These are the 5 traits that women have that unfortunately we want them to continue to have. But this is how you can deal with them so it doesn't piss you off and cause you to lose your mind and do things that are probably illegal or perhaps things that would harm you in the end. Okay, so before we get into the 5 traits, make sure you drop likes. And let's get right into the chat real quick. Say hi to some of the people that's showing up. Thanks for showing up, Addy. That's beautiful emojis. I really appreciate those. I love that little blue guy there and a plant. I love it. Earth, ERTH. I like it. Okay, welcome, welcome. Prince Manhas. Hey, Jamu. Multiple roses. I love flowers. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Earth. DX, I don't know what that means, but thanks for showing up. All right. VM, West Coast or East Coast? West Coast. VM, set that, yeah. Bread Basket. Fire, yeah, okay. Ian Murphy, welcome, welcome. What's up? Okay, tell me. I'm ALA. I am Allah. I don't know. Maybe you're saying I'm in LA. Welcome, welcome to the call. Junior Cuadros. Okay. Te acento. Encuentro cargo. Cargo. Oh, this is Portuguese. Te acento. Enquanto carro. E a melhor sensação do mundo. All right, I may have to get rid of that one. That's not cool, bro. Okay, Santosh, bro, I have a doubt. All right. What is your doubt? Is it in relation to women and their 5 most annoying traits that we as men, as apex men, should just learn how to deal with? Oh, okay. Ian Murphy, it says, Colleen. All right. Mr. Shogun, you look like Young Buck. Haha, thank you. I kind of like Young Buck. All right. Ian Murphy, what's up? I love the emojis. What's up, Ian Murphy? Hi, I'm from Dublin, Dublin. I'd love to go to Dublin. I'd love to go to Ireland. I really love the Irish. All right. Antero Melty. Hello, bro. Welcome, welcome. Santush. Definitely guessed it right. Do you believe in God? Yes, I do. I believe in the real God, the God of prosperity, purpose, pleasure, power, peace, purity, perfection, and productivity. Not the God of worms, the God that holds crumbs out for people and makes them suffer. That's a satanic God that a lot of churches teach. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the most annoying traits that women have. And these are 5 traits that we as apex men have to learn how to deal with. We don't want to judge women for these things or reject them for these things. All you want to do is pick women. If they demonstrate these traits, pick the kind of women that you love enough and that respect you enough that you can overlook these traits, because these are traits you actually want in women, even though they are annoying as hell. Okay. All right. Yes, I believe in God, Mr. Shogun. Do you believe in Jesus is a God or a prophet? Mr. Shogun, I believe that Jesus is God's son. I believe that God the Father is the ultimate source code. Jesus is our connection to the Father. Ian Murphy, yes, no, you don't. Let's see. I forget that was what that was in reference to. But all right. Thank you guys for joining and making comments and liking the video. So the 5 traits that women have that annoy the heck out of us men, but we must learn to appreciate, understand, respect, and honor these traits is the first one is hypergamy. We have to respect that women are hypergamous. And if a woman has chosen you, it's because you are superior to all the other men that she has access to. And so if your lady is demonstrating signs of hypergamy, she's with you and now she's looking up at a guy that's better than you, objectively, financially, spiritually, morally, physically, that's a positive thing. She is helping you to reach for the very best. And so it's annoying that women are hypergamous. If you find a woman that likes you and wants you, it's because she respects you enough to be with you and sees you as the best option. Now, if that starts to change, look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I bringing my best to the table? So the first trait that annoys us about women is that they're hypergamous. There's nothing wrong with hypergamy. If a woman is choosing you, it's because you're her best option. All right. Men are hyperandrous. Okay. So if we have a woman that's 7 on the sexual marketplace value scale as far as attractiveness, and then we meet a 9 that chooses us, we're hyperandrous. We're gonna want that 9. We're gonna want to be with that 9. And so hypergamy and hyperandry go hand in hand. It's not something to judge women for. Just understand that that's a thing. And if the woman around you is not respecting you through her hypergamy, get rid of her. Move on to a woman that uses hypergamy and respects you. All right. All right. Let's jump in the chat before we go into this next one, because this next one is a huge one, and men really struggle with this one with women, and they judge women for it. You should never judge women for these 5 traits. This is just how they've been conditioned to be. All right. All right. So, oh, I see Ian Murphy. Yes. No, you don't. Don't want to go to Dublin. Dublin. Well, maybe not Dublin, but maybe Glasgow, or I forget the different towns and cities in Ireland. Ireland. Um, anyway, so Mr. Shogun said that's called paganism, to worship a man. Do you really believe that God come down to earth and got killed by his own creation? No, I don't believe that, Mr. Shogun. Um, and that's not real Christianity, to believe that flesh, the flesh and blood man Jesus was God. It was the spirit that inhabited him, and that is the spirit that he came to inform us all about. Jesus was God in the sense that he emanated from God and came to us to show us the way back to God. He was more God than any other person was, and in that way he was an example. He was an interface, is the best way to describe him. And Christianity, even Jesus said, the things that I do, don't marvel at them, because the things that I do, you will do greater than these things, because I send a connection to the Father, basically the Holy Spirit, to allow you to do that. So Jesus made it very clear. He didn't even want us directly praying to him. He wanted us to pray directly to the Father. But you can pray to Jesus. You can pray to the saints. You can pray to ancestors and people who've come before. And Christianity actually condones that. Excuse me. Geopolitical Christianity condones that because the Bible condones it. All right. So Ian Murphy said, I'm telling you, you say my name like Kalen. Kalen. Oh, Kalen. Okay. But you spell it like Kalen. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. It's a Gaelic. Is it Gaelic? Is it Gaelic? Oh, no. Okay. Help me out here. Um, Kalen. Okay. You say it. Oh, Keelan. Pardon me, my American accent. Keelan. Key. Like Keelan. Let me know if that's correct. Keelan. Okay, Keelan. Okay, Keelan. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Keelan. Very nice. I'm gonna have to go to Ireland. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna have to go to Ireland. I really like the Irish, and I'm part Irish too. My mother's grandfather was Irish or something like that. No, her great grandfather was Irish. Anyway, she remembers him. But yeah, it shows up in the genetics on my charts. Anyway, so the second trait that is very annoying that women do, but we should not judge it, and we should actually learn to work with it and use it to better ourselves and improve ourselves as men, is their lack of accountability. Females do not have accountability. They just don't. Okay. And that's partly the fact that they are females, but it's also partly the fact that they are conditioned not to have it. If a girl and a boy get in a fight in a schoolyard and they're like 5 years old or 3 years old, who's going to get in trouble? It's going to be the boy, even if the girl starts the fight. If the boy in any way puts his hands on her, he's immediately wrong and bad and evil for it. Even if the girl provokes it and insinuates it, tortures him, and then he finally smacks shit out of her, then he's bad. And that's like a first step in teaching women they do not have to be accountable for their actions. Now, again, if you're in other cultures and a woman experiences domestic violence from a man, the culture will say, what did you do to get that? What did you do to provoke that? And that may or may not be right or good, but here in the United States and in Western cultures, because women do not have to face the violent repercussions that men have to face, they do not have the same level of accountability. But that's a good thing. We don't want to be violent with women because we will always obliterate them, right? Unless we're unmatched. Like if she's an MMA fighter and you're not an MMA fighter, stay away from her. She's going to kick the shit out of you. She's going to kick the shit out of you, okay? But if the thing is, we want women to lack accountability to a certain extent. To a certain extent, apex females have accountability, but most females out there don't have accountability, and that's actually a valuable thing because when she lacks accountability, she's able to outsource authority to you as husband, as father, as man, as lover, as whatever. Okay, and so it goes hand in hand to everything. If you are a man and you have authority, you also have to be accountable. You also have to have agency. You also have to have autonomy. And so authority comes with having accountability. In a relationship with a woman, if she has the authority, she's got to be accountable. If you're in a relationship with a woman and you have the authority, you have to be accountable. So again, now if a woman's messing up, call her on her shit. Don't let her get away with infractions, right? Say, look, the way you communicated was not sufficient for me to understand what you needed. So next time, communicate in a way that I can understand, or find someone who understands your communication style, fits better with you. As men, it's okay for us to be with women that lack accountability because that's how they're conditioned to be, and that's just part of the female frame. Nothing wrong with it. Let's not judge women for it. If you notice your woman has, let's say on accountability scales, a woman has a level 10 accountability. She's almost like at a level of a man. That's an apex female, and you've got to be on your top game to be with her. You've got to be like pulling in 8 figures consistently, spiritually aware, confident in life, unwavering, unshakable. You got to be a Donald Trump basically to pull a woman on that level of accountability. Okay. So, but if your woman is a level 2 or a 3 accountability and you need a 5 level accountability, get rid of her, move on to a woman that has a little more accountability. But understand she's always going to have less accountability than you. She's a female, she's a woman. That's okay. Get into the chat before we go into number 3 trait that really pisses men off and annoys them about women. Okay. Mr. Shogun, all miracles that Jesus did was by permission of God. Of course, Jesus said that. And Jesus don't know the time of the last hour. And you said it yourself, Jesus was praying to the Father. So why don't you do what Jesus did. I do what Jesus did, Mr. Shogun. Catch up with the rest of us. I think you might be a minor, so I'm not going to blast you. So I'm going to leave you alone. All right. Ian said, my name is a Irish and English. Okay, cool. Cool. Mr. Shogun, Jesus never said worship me or pray to me. Exactly. That's what I just said, Mr. Shogun. I said that before you wrote that. So listen. All right, Mr. Murphy. Oh, Ian Murphy. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I like girls. Okay, Ian Murphy. Excuse me. Let me go back and pronounce your name properly here. Keelan. Keelan. Keelan, I'm a girl. Keelan, angry. Keelan, deleted a message. Okay, please, it will only take less than a minute. Open up Google and read Matthew 21:11. I actually have my Bible with me, and I will quickly read it before I go on to the next trait that we don't like about women, but we should actually accept and appreciate about women. Matthew 21:11. All right. Bible's all marked up. I love my Bible. I love my Bible. I love my Bible. All right, 21:11. 21:11. All right. And the multitude said, this is Jesus, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. How is that? That aligns with everything. Like, stay on subject, Mr. Shogun. If you're not here to talk about the traits of women that men need to learn how to embrace and love, go somewhere else. I'm not going to have a theological discussion with you. I'm a geopolitical Christian. Sounds like you're a Muslim. Move on. You're not going to convert me today, okay? You're not going to get a star in your crown, bro. Or sister or whatever. Mister. Okay, bro. All right. So the third trait that men judge in women that we should not judge is emotional instability. Because, like, women, we should actually appreciate that women have the water principle flow to them when it comes to emotions. It allows for more accessibility to higher states of consciousness. Women historically, or females historically, have had access to the temple, the holy places. Women were the oracles. They were the prophetess. They were the ones that showed us a way to God in a way that men didn't. And so the emotional instability is the shadow element of that we should not judge. If your woman has crazy energy at times, all you have to ask yourself is 11:33, say a prayer. Thank you. All you have to ask yourself is her crazy the kind of crazy that I can live with? Because all women are crazy. All of them are. Okay? That's part of the water principle. It's like getting mad at water for flowing. That's its nature. There's nothing wrong with that. And girls are actually encouraged to be. Now, again, there are level-headed women out there, there are cool-headed women out there, calm spirits, and I prefer those kind of women. That's why I tend to lean toward masculine women. But there are definitely level-headed women out there that are cool-headed and warm-hearted. Okay, lots and lots of them. You got to find those kind of women. But they're going to have emotional meltdowns. They're going to have instability at times. They're going to need to vent and unwind. And as a man, you have to, as an apex man, you have to maintain your frame. If a woman is melting down, you don't listen to her and care about what she's saying unless you care about it. There are a lot of men that agree with what women are saying and try to go along with her. Oh, yeah, that's so wrong. There's a young lady that I love very dearly, my daughter. And she was telling me about a challenge she was having with her friends, or girls, the girls that are friends. And young girls are crazy, right? They're females, right? And so, this is a girl type of thing. And she's crying upset, and I'm laughing. I'm like, seriously? Now, in the past, I would have been like, oh, I'm so sorry. I would have been trying to go along with it. But I've learned that as a man, you hold masculine frame. When a woman melts down emotionally, she needs to be able to do that. You just hold a masculine frame. If she wants to cry to her girlfriends and get her girlfriends to go along with her, she'll go to her girlfriends. You're the man. You don't need to do that. She wants a rock to cry on, not another puddle of water to cry with. Then you're her girlfriend. And you notice that she's going to dry up, meaning she no longer is going to desire intimacy, physical intimacy with you if you're constantly, oh, you're crying? Let me cry with you. She's going to think you're her girlfriend. And then she's going to find a real apex male or an alpha or a sigma to go and be intimate with, because women want the contrast, just like men want a contrast. We don't want a woman that's going to be stone principled with us, or a rock, or masculine, super masculine. We want a woman that's going to be feminine. One woman's going to be soft. So that's the third thing. If your woman shows emotional instability, ask yourself, look, every woman is crazy. The question is she crazy for you, if she's the kind of crazy that you can work with, that you can appreciate. Otherwise, drop her, move on to a woman, and understand she's going to have crazy moments. Just ask yourself, can I deal with this crazy? When she's being crazy, can I maintain my masculine frame and let it all wash over me and I remain this rock firm man of God, masculine man? If you can't do that, you don't need to be with her, because it's going to lead to abuse, domestic violence, all these things that are absolute no-nos for apex men. Now, for emotional, feminine, progressive men that believe in being all emotional, do that. End up in jail. That's up to you. But as apex men, as men of God, as apex geopolitical Christian men, we allow women to be emotionally unstable. That's totally fine. It's okay. All right. It also allows them to connect better with kids. We as men, we're like, why are you crying? Like, what the get over it. And you have to be like that sometimes. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. I looked up Matthew 21:11, getting back to the chat before we get to number 4. Um, Kaylin Murphy. Excuse, that was pretty rude saying it like that. That's okay. Can you not say I'm a girl like that? I don't know. I don't know how you mean I say it. All right. I'm just glad that you on the right path. I see many Christians worshiping Jesus as a God. That's all I wanted to say. Have a blessed day. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't worship Jesus as a God. I see Jesus as an interface. The source being is God. But I will pray to Jesus, and I'll pray to the saints, and I'll pray to the ancestors, because it's like talking to someone through a phone line or something. God is the ultimate, okay? I'm not going to ever put them above God, because that's just stupid. Like, the creator of the universe, you can talk to the creator of the universe directly, and then you're going to let someone else be above that. No, that makes no sense to me. As a geopolitical Christian, the source being God is always first, always comes first. Okay. How's your day? Day's going really great. I'm being productive here. Mr. Shogun, by the way, my wife is a doctor and I'm a mechanic. Beautiful. You're still the head of the household. You're still the top dog. The thing is, your woman can do whatever she wants. If a burglar comes in at night, she could be I don't know. Let me say this. If you're both MMA fighters, you both have Krav Maga skills or something, and a burglar comes in at night, it's your job to handle that shit as a man. Yep, babe, you got this one? No. So yeah, she can be a doctor. She could be the president of the United States. You're still the head of the household. All right. All right. And that doesn't make her inferior. That doesn't make you inferior. That just means there's two different roles. Okay. What age are you, Mr. Shogun? Okay, that's the 31. Okay, I'm 11. Like what? Okay, 11. What age is your wife? Go do your homework. Mr. Shogun said, go do your homework. 30. I did my homework. Huh? Okay, good one. I love it. All right, y'all. I love the chat. Keep it up, guys. All right, so the fourth trait that women have that we should not judge as men, that we should honor and respect, because again, this is how God made women too, right? By the way. Again, society has done a lot of shaping of women, so some of these things are exaggerated. But God designed women to be different. And the red pill women, we shame a lot of women for these things, but we shouldn't be doing that. We should love them and understand them, and never shame a woman for being a little bit crazy or a little bit whatever. Just understand, okay, this is too much for me, and cut the relationship off. And of course, she's gonna come back at you and cry. I had a girl crying to me, please leave your wife, because had a side chick, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, because it's gonna mess my kid's life up. You're the side chick. Understand your place. All right. Anyway, fourth trait is talking nonsense, okay, or dishonesty. So women have a better grasp of the human languages, all of the human languages. Women just do. Their brains are designed for communication verbally. They're just better at it. So women are going to use more words. On average, women use, I think, twice to 10 times as many words as men do, on average. You have talkative men, but a talkative man compared to a talkative woman is always going to be less talkative. I'm super talkative. And if a woman is on my same level of talkative, she's going to be 10 times more talkative. Okay. So women will talk nonsense at times. This is why, again, going back to the apex masculine, you hold your frame. A woman will blast you with nonsense. That's just what they do sometimes. Never judge her. Never put her out for that unless the nonsense she's blasting is too much for you to bear. Get rid of her. Move on to a woman and blast less nonsense. But understand, women are always going to have nonsense to say. That's just, they have more words. So by nature of that, they're going to have more nonsense to say. It's okay. It's just a question of, can you deal with her nonsense? Now, you got rare women out there, like Tulsi Gabbard. She's a female, not a female, she's an apex woman. She's a woman that has, I've noticed how she talks, very little nonsense. So she's a rarity. And if you find a woman like that's an apex female, an apex woman, you know, you've got to deal with the shadow element of her being direct and hitting you with the truth. And you're going to want a little sweet, little nonsense spouting, cute, little feminine, submissive woman that's going to lie to you, that's going to trust the truth, that's going to do all that stuff. You've got to take the good and the bad together. So if your woman is talking nonsense, she's probably also boosting your ego and telling you a bunch of things that may not be objectively true, but help you to feel better at night, you know? And so you got to take the good and the bad. You got to ask yourself, she's talking a lot of nonsense, but you know what? Yesterday, she told me I was the man. She's told me I was the best she ever had. It's probably bullshit, but it made me feel good. I went to work today and felt chipper and dipper, and I made 5 more sales today because of the lies she told me last night that I believed, and I knew they were lies. I mean, it's not, they're white lies. Women tell a lot of white lies. This is just the way they talk. There's nothing wrong with it. We learn to accept it. If the white lies are too much for you, find a woman that just has less, but she's still going to talk nonsense, okay, compared to you as a man, okay? So there's the 4th trait. Get back in the chat, and then we're going to go to our last one. Okay, I did my whole in your face. Ha, we used to say that in the 90s. That was Ian Murphy said, in your face to Mr. Shogun. Okay, and Mr. Shogun said, of course, the man is a man and woman is a woman. Every side has its own rights and tasks. Absolutely, Mr. Shogun. You get it, man. Ian Murphy smiled and laughed. Ian Murphy said, thank you. That's cute, Ian Murphy. Oh, Ian Murphy. God bless you, Ian Murphy. All right. No, okay, Mr. Shogun said typing. Ian Murphy said language, dude. All right. I don't think there was any bad language there. So anyway, Ian Murphy, you're a young lady. Love yourself and love what you are. Never be judged or hated for being a hypergamist. Because the red pill community, we're in a red wave. So men are going to get like, men are about to get on fire, y'all. And women are going to be eating it. And the only women that are going to be protected from it are the feminine, nice, submissive, soft women. The short hair, bald, bushy, armpitted feminists with all the rings all over their head and stuff. They're going to feel what it's like to be a man. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be hard, girlfriend. So, you know, if you're a feminine, soft girl, you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. Some guy's going to jump in and protect you and let you spout your nonsense and let you be hypergamous and do all that stuff, and you're going to be just fine. So just saying, you know, stay feminine, stay soft, stay sensitive, stay all that stuff. There's going to be a man that's going to put up with your talking nonsense, being emotionally crazy, not having accountability, being hypergamous. There's going to be a man that's going to put up with that, okay? So you're going to be fine. All right. So the 5th and final trait that we should never judge about women, that we should honor and respect, but just choose women that have the levels of this that you can deal with, is drama addiction, playing victim. Okay. Look, women love to watch these dramas. They, even if it's life drama, if it's what, women love it. Soap operas, 90% of the viewers are females. Okay. In the school, you know, girls will come to me. I have friends and girls. I love them, but I know my tolerance for drama. So if a woman starts talking stuff about drama, I will literally give her the dead stare of shut the fuck up. Now it's not being, excuse me, I'm sorry, it's 11-year-old. Pardon me. I will have the dead stare of be quiet, but I won't say it out of my mouth. Okay. She will know through my body language, I'm not listening anymore. Women like the drama. Females like the drama. The question is, how much drama does she like? Every woman is going to be more drama driven than men. Now, obviously, there's diversity, right? You have some men that like more drama than some women. There's some low level drama women, there's some high level drama men. We're all individuals. But on average, your girl is going to want more drama than you. She's going to be more into the drama than you. Don't judge her for that. Just ask yourself, how much of this dramaholicism in this woman that I love is just too much for me? Because there are women that will create drama in their lives, okay? Right? And that and not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Look, there have been times when I created drama in my life, okay? We all have our different drama things, but it's a question of how much drama you can take. And if your woman is showing levels of drama, but she's great on all the other fronts, don't judge her. Love her. Understand that it's a balancing act. And so Yeah, your girl's gonna tell you about the stuff that happened at work. When you can't take it, don't take it. When she's talking and you can't hear it, just let her know, look, I can't hear this right now, and go away. Or say, excuse me, I gotta go, or step out, whatever. But you're a man, be a man, and if she's gotta talk drama to you, perhaps create a container for it, like a 10-minute container, and say, hey, look, I'm gonna set the phone for 10 minutes, give me your drama. Literally, you can say that. I just want you to be there for me and hear me and feel my feelings. If you want a girlfriend, go be a lesbian. Go find a girl. But I'm a dude, and if you want me to continue to be a man that you're attracted to, you look up to, you respect and like and love and cherish, I don't need to be listening to 20 hours of your drama. It doesn't matter to me. I'm out here killing it, bringing home this money, creating this amazing life, protecting you, providing for you, listening to your drama from time to time. I don't need to be immersed in it. So, look, again, some men can take more. There's some men that can listen to 2 hours of drama and they can stare at that pretty little face and just be like, yeah, yeah, for 2 hours. All right. And that's okay. You've got to know your levels. So those are the 5 traits. If a woman shows these traits, don't judge her for it. Don't treat her bad. Don't reject her. Just understand the levels. If the level's too much for you, go find another lady. But understand, you're still going to deal with hypergamy. You're still going to deal with lack of accountability. You're still going to deal with emotional stability, emotional instability, talking nonsense, drama addiction. You're still going to deal with that. It's just a question of how much of it can you take. And look, I know people that 50-year marriages, 70-year marriages, 80-year marriages, and there were women that, both of my grandmothers, well, one of my grandmothers specifically, my grandfather had a lot of different, both of them had a lot of different ladies. Okay, let's just be honest. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret, but they stayed with them for all their lives, 50, 60-year marriage, whatever. And that's because the women that my grandmothers were, one of my grandmothers divorced my grandfather, but the other one, the woman that she understood there's a shadow element. My man protects me and the kids. Yes, he's violent at times. Yes, he has women on the side, but guess what? He provides for us. He protects us. He got all his kids through college. They all became doctors and business people and computer scientists and all of my aunts and uncles did all that and theologians and all that. They became exceptional people educationally, all that stuff, academically. But that's because my grandfather was there. Now, he had a lot of problems, but my grandmother knew, okay, this is a man that I respect. I would not want any other man in my life. So I'm going to put up with the bullshit that he brings because of the gold that he brings. Same with us men. We have to do the same. If your woman is hypergamous and she's looking at the better guy and you're not the best guy you can be, become a better guy. When you become the best guy you can be and she's still chasing after knuckleheads, drop her. Find a woman that sees you as the best and keeps you on the best. Because if she starts looking at another man, you need to look in the mirror. Where am I messing up? Is my money not right? Is my mind not right? Is my spirit not right? My relationship with God not right? Make it better. So let's never judge women for these traits. They're beautiful. All women are beautiful. Every single woman, every single lady, every single female is beautiful because God made them beautiful. Not all of them are attractive, but all of them are beautiful. And even with these traits, they're still beautiful. We should love them and respect them. Excuse me, we should love them and respect them too, but love them with godly love. And so anyway, that's what I gotta say about it. Let me jump in the chat before I get out of here. All right. You'll see bullish word. Okay. Okay. This is Ian Murphy, the young lady who I believe is 11. God, sorry for that profanity. I mean, you said bullshit word. I love drama. Of course, you little girl. Girls love drama. It's adorable. It's adorable. It is what it is. All right, Mr. Shogun, remove the marriage. Message, Ian Murphy, 8.5 out of 10. Oh, I don't, oh, 8. Oh, you love drama. Whew. Yeah, so, of course, you're a little child, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Drama, if you don't know. Dama, if you don't know. I mean, no. Okay. And this is Ian still speaking. You should say, she did, no, she didn't. She did, no, she didn't. All right, and Ian says, I would not take that like it is not that hard. Okay, and then the beautiful little sunglasses. Oh my God, thank you. Okay, don't call me that. Don't call me that. Okay, I don't know. Maybe somebody said something. All right, but anyway, thank you so much for being in this chat, y'all. Thank you for the engagement, Ian and Mr. Shogun and our and every me and Mr. Shogun, y'all are killing it. I love it. Y'all be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Santush, thank you for showing up. Everyone that came in, God bless you guys. Ladies, we love you, even if you are crazy. Okay, we think you're the best. We think God did a great job on you, and but we also have the right to choose women that are more aligned with our outcomes, our goals, and our desires in life. God bless you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Be good out there. Have a blessed day. God bless you. God bless you. Bye bye.